We are live. Doesn't look like we have any visitors as of yet, or if we do, they're quiet ones. I don't see anybody viewing, but hey, everyone, welcome. We're waiting to hear back from Bitty Penny, but meanwhile, Dawn and I are still here. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And if she
Good
pulls in,
morning.
awesome. If she doesn't, oh well, bummer.
She's
But we
on her.
can. She's on her
She's
way.
on her way. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool. We'll give it a second. So, meanwhile, I got all this rubbish. A lot of it's from Thailand, and I want to incorporate it into my journal that I'm working on. And then Bitty Penny influenced me to purchase. Hi, Susan. Purchase some printables from Sweet Pea Studios, and I bought, I think, 4 or 5 packs, but I just cut these out because I love that Artist Series one. But I got the Queen one because I like royalty too. That's kind of my thing. Hi, Michelle.
Nice.
This
Good morning,
box
Susan.
is amazing. I love this box. It is just something else. And that's definitely going to become something. I don't know what. We're kind of waiting on Bitty Penny. So I'm going to find ways to incorporate these into our journal that we're working on. This one here. And that's me today. What are you doing today, Dawn?
I'm just going to continue to add pages into my journal. Like
Cool.
I have some backgrounds that I need to and some pockets that I need to add so I can close some pockets up.
Got you. Morning, Heather.
So.
Now I know that's Heather. Jessie B.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the same Heather? The same Heather? Like
Yeah.
we know Heather? Oh, okay. Oh, hey, Heather.
Hey, JC. Hey, Jean. Good morning. So I saw your message on Facebook about the maintaining or the steel rolled eyes. I have no idea. I have a bunch of them that I don't ever use, including that butterfly one. I did use that one because a friend of mine sent me a bunch of her roll-offs, and I cut thousands of butterflies out of them. So I got these cashews.
Ooh.
Interesting. It looks like they're from Thailand. I don't recognize any of this stuff here, but it's a really pretty color, so that might make a neat pocket. Yeah, that's going to be a pocket.
Yeah, that will make a cool pocket.
Oh, it's a coffee cup carrier? That's really fancy. I want to keep as much of that pink as possible.
Hey, Jay. Good morning.
Hey, Jay. Ladies and non-ladies, you suppose. So let me just get a paper towel and wipe this out. Okay, got you, Heather. I probably will because they're sitting in another room completely unused.
Oh, there you go. I love my steel roll dies. Oh, speaking of, that's a great idea. I could use one of those in this. I think I still have. I think it was me that owned that. My friend in Texas had some too, and I used to use them when I would visit and then send myself home stuff.
This is a little shorter.
I'm pretty sure it's me that owns the. Oh, that's what I need. My gel medium.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to sew this down. So I'm going to wait till Bitty Penny gets here so I can let her in. And then I'll go over to my sewing machine.
Yeah, she did say she was on her way.
And she probably has to set up her camera and stuff. Hey, Mike. I'm glad you're home. I didn't know you were home. This still probably needs to be shortened a little bit.
She said work held her up.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
So I'm curious. I'm curious about how the magnet fishing is going to go today. What kind of things you pull up from the
what do they fish for?
Whatever attaches to the magnet, I guess.
I mean, what kind of fish are in the? Or do they go to a river? I don't even understand what that means.
So magnet fishing is when you have this giant magnet that is like this sucker, like, I don't know, it magnetizes like 100 pounds of stuff. Maybe it's like 50 pounds. I don't know. It can't be 100. That's an awful lot. But anyway, it's this giant magnet, and it comes with a hole in it. It's like a block, like a brick.
Uh-huh.
And it has a hole, and he has it tied with a rope, like a really heavy nautical, like cotton rope. And you throw it out, and you drag it, and it catches anything that it will magnetize. That will magnetize to it. You know what I'm saying?
So they're not going for fish; they're going for treasure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
Yeah.
Now, hey, Betty Penny.
Oh, hey, Mike. So, hey, JC. Hi, Jean. Hi, everyone. I should check my channel.
You're having tech issues. Okay, hon. No worries. So I want this to fold over.
Yeah, so that's the deal. That's how it works. The magnet fishing. They drop the magnet, drag it.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it totally does.
Hey, Beck and Sam.
Hey, Beck. Oh.
I probably need to trim this off. Hi, Maritza. Hey, Pam.
Hi, everyone. I can't keep up.
Yeah, I was wondering what fish were magnetic. I don't get it. Oh, there she is.
I know, and I could have been clearer. I apologize. I could have been clearer. I wasn't.
There you are.
Hi.
Hi.
Everybody doesn't know, this is our friend Betty Penny, and welcome. So happy you made it.
I know.
Yes.
So sorry. It was just the calamity of errors, like staying too late at work. And then, of course, tech issues would happen when you're running late.
Yes, I know.
Yes. It's all good.
Oh, it's so good to be here, though. I'm so excited to make it for one of these Friday sessions.
I know. I'm happy you did, too.
Look
Me
what
too.
came yesterday, T.
Did it just come yesterday? Oh my
Well,
gosh,
I just got it yesterday.
Okay.
It is a masterpiece, and I love it so much. Thank you. I would hug you. And
finally, I'm just like, you know what? Send it to her because it's just going to sit there for years.
I know how that is. I have a ton of happy mail that needs to go out.
Yes.
I have to go over to my sewing machine, you guys. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
What you working on, Dawn?
I am building a journal, but you know how we usually just take the covers? I gutted the book. I'm just leaving the pages in and using the covers.
Oh, okay.
It was a beautiful little book.
So like an altered book?
Yes. And I'm just gonna do all the things that you would do for your junk journal, but I don't have to add signatures. I just
Nice. Right?
took them out. But look what came today. I was so excited. The mailman was so good and brought my mail early.
Oh, cool. You got your Desiree stamps. Awesome.
Yes. So I used the big one, the flux on my gel print.
So you got them today and you're already busting into it and using it.
You betcha.
That is the way it should be done.
I've been waiting.
What are you working on, Bitty Penny?
I have a junk journal that I really need to get done. It's for a friend, and it looks like this. It's a very old cookbook kind of, but kids. All I got was the cover, and the spine was destroyed. So I built a new spine for it. And then I have most of my pages, but I'm just at a place of kind of getting my signatures secured, figuring out what order I want things in, and then sewing in my signatures. And then I get to do the fun part, which is decorating.
Yes.
So that's what I'm working on. What are you working on, Tracy?
I'm working on this journal with stuff that was sent to me from my friend Michelle. And first she sent me a whole bunch of brochures from Western Australia.
Oh, nice.
And they took a trip to Thailand, and she sent me her rubbish because I asked her to. And so I'm working on placing some of this rubbish in the journal pages. And but see, because they were brochures, like some stuff's upside down, so I have to find a way to kind of mask that upside downedness. And you influenced me to do the thing with the Sweet Pea Studios.
I loved that kit. I see you have it, the artist one.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
I love that one. I'm a sucker for, I guess, pretty much all of her kits, but I really did like that one.
Yeah, I like all the color in it.
Yes, that deep saturation is so nice.
Did you say you have an eco tank, T?
No.
Eco tank. I know Bitty Penny does.
Yeah, I have the Canon version. Whatever they call it. How is everybody in the chat? Hello, chat. Hi, everyone.
Hey, Gaz.
I mentioned it yesterday in my live, but I didn't post anywhere. It wasn't that organized. That takes like supreme organization for me. And I'm just trying to get through the school year.
Yeah, it's almost over, right?
4 days.
Yay.
With one child, it will go by in a flash. With the other, it will feel like 10 days. So, bless his heart. He's a teenager. We all go through it.
Yes.
He can't help it. That's what I tell myself. That's how I get through the day. Oh, my goodness.
I salvaged it. That's the thing when you want to stamp in a book or in a journal, even when the pages are already in there, not flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, might hit or miss.
Oh, I like that stamp in there, Dawn.
Yeah, I do too. It fits along the pocket. Nice.
I
think. Yeah, it's a beautiful stamp. Well, Why aim for the trash? Just build it up on the floor.
Absolutely.
I was just telling Tracy my trash can is so overflowing. It's just like it's all over. It's like all over the floor around it. I keep pushing it down, you know. Oh, maybe I can make a little more room.
Just trash compacting constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Until it's saying, it's bubbling over, going, no, I just can't squish any further.
And not hold any more of your rubbish.
Right. And we just keep adding. But now I'm to the point. It's just, I'll just toss it on the floor, sweep it up later.
That's my floor, pretty much. You know what? Like when I do die cuts and stuff, I just poke them out on the floor, and I say, "Yeah, I'll clean that up when I'm done." Like 8 weeks later.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah. The struggle is real in this craft room. Let me tell you. The minute I get it cleared out, I mean, it takes no time at all for me to junk it up again.
Same.
To make it like an obstacle course. It's like, how bad do you want to craft?
Yeah.
Are you willing to risk life and limb? One thing it does is it keeps people out of my craft room.
Oh yeah.
Non-crafters are not coming in here.
Yes.
Sparkle Heart will, because there's sequins and glitter and things like that. But nobody else is coming in here. Yes. Finally. I've been working on, I've had this cover built for a couple of weeks now. So it feels so good to finally get to a place where I can get the signature sewn in.
Hi, Shanna.
Hi, Shanna. Hi, Sam. Hola, Maritha. Sorry I'm missing people. Just know that in my heart and in my mind, I'm saying hello. Welcoming you all.
Same for me. I kind of just had to pick one stream, so I'm catching teas right now. So hello to everyone though over in Dawn's.
Oh, also, congratulations, big congratulations to your 10,000 subscribers.
Oh, thank you.
So awesome.
It is. Congratulations.
Oh, thanks, you guys. Thank you. Yeah, it's lots of fun. I just wanted to I wanted to do something for everyone. And I had some companies that were totally on board to hooking up everybody. And so I'm dragging it out as long as possible so that I can get as many discounts for my friends as I can.
Yes, girl.
So today I have Desiree's, and she's offering a 15% discount on her stamps. Sorry, Dawn.
Oh, that's okay.
And,
that's all right, but I'm happy to promote them by using them.
Yes. Then I have a couple more, and then that'll be a wrap. But I don't do a lot of giveaways and stuff on my channel just because there can be so much fraud with that. I don't want people getting tricked by others who might be impersonating me or, you know, whatever. So I'm kind of skeptical about giveaways now for that reason. So I just thought, well, more people can benefit from a discount code, because then it's not just one or two people getting a prize or a box, but everybody gets to do what they want, get what they want, you know.
And the business benefits from it.
Yeah. So exactly.
Absolutely.
Felt like a win-win kind of situation.
Well, you can use the stamps in your junk journals for sure. I think you've showed that.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Absolutely.
And they look great. Like, I love this. This is just on a pocket.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I did a video today that came out today that was about like all the different, kind of backgrounds, the ways you can use them and combine them with other things, with printables or, other things that you already have. And what I like about them is they feel like universally cool. Like they're great for masculine cards. They're great for feminine. I mean, you can use them for anything. I could use those for a teenager's card, which might be our trickiest demographic.
Yeah.
And like they're just universally cool. And I like that.
So you're on a break, Penny, from work, or?
I took off for this.
Okay, gotcha.
I was like, I have an appointment. I'll be back later.
Oh, that's awesome.
But I just signed in early and got a lot done. And then now I don't feel bad about it. And I just have a Friday appointment that I had to get to.
Yeah.
So here I am.
Yay.
This is a very important appointment.
It is. It is a very important appointment.
I need to reinforce this. This is a pretty. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna try something here. I may completely wreck it, so I'll be right back. I need some hand lotion.
Uh-oh. I'm trying to come up with a good theme for my next journal. This is kind of like my go-between, well, I think. And I keep hoping that I'll find like an idea will spark while I'm creating.
I have a few that I want to work on. I want to do mermaids and ocean theme real bad, and like old ships.
Oh.
Yeah.
And, I just have a few different ones that have been kind of cooking in my brain that I really want to work on. But I think I'll do oceans and mermaids next. It's the season,
Yeah.
It is the season. I just, I did post a picture of it, but I was showing Tracy. I just made like this ocean themed tag.
It's so pretty. See, I'm more of a pirate ship and ocean person than mermaid and ocean.
I love So
you're more of an ocean person than a mermaid person, T?
Yeah, and pirates and sunken ships and
treasure. Yes.
I love those too.
I like all of it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I just check the all box on things that I like. It's pretty much everything.
Yeah.
I took my nephew, he turned 8, and I took him he wanted a fish for his birthday. So I took him to get his new aquarium and all the things. Aww. And I was so proud of him. He picked a sunken ship for his aquarium decoration. And I didn't want to influence him, but when he picked that, I had to pat him on the back. I'm like, way to go. I love it. It's a pirate's life for us.
Yo ho ho. Mm-hmm. No bottles of rum.
I listened to unless you mix it with lots of pineapple juice.
Yeah, I listen to audiobooks a lot of times when I'm crafting. And I listened to a really cool one on Audible about pirates. And wow, it was in depth. It was like 7 hours of history of pirates.
Cool.
And yeah, it was intriguing. Someone had done the research.
I got all the information I needed from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Right?
And not the Goonies?
The Goonies too. Yeah, that's right.
All right, I'm going to see if I can dry this or if I've just ruined it.
Is that newspaper that T is using?
Yes.
Shanna would like to know.
It is.
Yes, it is, Shanna. Oh, thank you, Susan. And welcome back, Pam.
Arr, my matey.
All right.
So
Wines.
y'all tell me if I'm just the crazy one in the room, but once I started junk journaling, well, everyone knew I was junk journaling, so they'd bring me all the old books that they could find. And then I just started basically collecting all these old books to this point now where I'm just like, where am I going to keep all of this stuff?
Yeah.
Anyone else have that problem?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Plus that I keep the garbage myself.
Well, it doesn't help that my mom volunteers at a thrift store that is all the funds of it go to support a food bank.
Oh.
And they know I junk journal and they've seen my work. So then they send stuff home with her that they don't think they can sell or they know they can't sell it. So I get boxes of.
Oh boy.
I just have to turn things away at this point.
You do. You really
Yes,
do.
Jesse's like, I have to say, I need to say no. And I've had to start saying no. I just cherry pick. But one of the things that came to me is a big ship book. And here's the thing is other people will see it as junk. And I'm like, this is a treasure. I'm not tearing this up. So I have one that's like an old ship book. And I can't bring myself to tear it up. So now it's like, well, I mean, I need another bookshelf.
Yeah.
Wow. I have so many bookshelves. I'm trying to pare them down.
Right.
As much as I don't like to, but yeah, that's how I went around and was shopping my shelves. Last week when I was looking for the book.
Yeah. Might as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Susan says she'll send your address. Well, hey,
every
Michelle,
time I go thrifting, that's what happens. I end up going to their book room and looking because, there might be one I don't have that I really need.
Paper's 2-ply. How cool. Wait, what? What happened here? Did I fold one in half? I don't know what I did. What a trip.
Huh.
Okay, cool. I love it.
All I know is I'm glad I'm not doing a tutorial right now because I am making a mess of this situation over here.
That's the way to do it. This is why I love doing this, is because typically we're not teaching. We're playing and people are hanging out.
Yes.
Right.
This is not an instructional video. I make very few of those anymore. I'll leave that to the teachers. We have some great ones in our community, in our paper crafting community.
Yes.
We do.
I'm more like you girls. I'm just a free spirit. I'm just going to slap this stuff together.
Yeah. I just do it as I go along. Make it up as I go along.
Exactly.
Although I did fall asleep watching Gail Agostinelli last night.
Oh, she is in the most respectful way possible. She is so calming.
Yes.
I love falling asleep to Gail.
Yes. I watch her and, sometimes I get caught up and I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't fall asleep for a while. But
yes.
I was watching her video from a few days ago on using up 6x6 paper pads because I'm like, oh, how can I use this in, my journals? Because I could get rid of some. I mean, I make a lot of cards too, but
yeah. I
like
to make the flip-flop journals out of them. All you have to do is score them in half and make them 3x6 journals and make flip-flop journals. You can make You can take a whole paper pad and turn it into a journal.
I've got to watch your video on that.
And then another thing that I do is what I did in this stream was when I just take like scrap pieces of paper and I just glue the pages together and then trim it down if it needs a little trimming. And then I can have, that way I'll use 2 sheets of 6x6 and I'll have a new spread in my journal. But yeah, any ideas are welcome, right? Anything.
Yes.
To get rid of all those. I mean, they're like gremlins. You just turn your back and they're multiplying in the craft room, the 6x6 paper pads.
They totally are. And I don't even, I mean, I'm going to plead the fifth on feeding them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's not our fault.
Mm-mm.
It's not.
We're
Never.
innocent here. I'm actually starting another spending freeze. I went a little haywire after my last one ended, so I'm putting myself back on a diet. And this time, last time I did it, I just was like, I'm going to do 3 months. This time, I'm going to do it until like, I'm going to set like a goal to have a certain bill paid off. And once I have it paid off, then I can do a little before I set my next one. And so, yeah, I'm going to do like the Dave Ramsey, but this is not approved. This is not Dave Ramsey approved. But like smallest bill first, pay it off, and then I can buy craft supplies again. And that'll take
That's
another
a great
break,
idea.
pay the next bill off, and then I can buy. Yeah. So I think that's how I'm going to approach it this next time.
Sounds like a wise approach.
Yes. I'm not going to buy any more stamps for a while because I finally took the leap and got some inks. Well, like a starter kit. I bought a set of neutrals and just the basic rainbow from Gina K. So I've been looking for dye inks for a while because I just have like, here and there distress and oxide inks. So I really needed some dye inks.
Yeah, because sometimes you don't want your ink to be reactive.
Yeah.
I love my distress oxides. I use them all the time. But sometimes I need a dye ink because I don't want it to react. I want a watercolor or, sometimes I'm putting it in journals and things where I don't want someone else to journal on it and it'll smear. I like to use archival ink in my journals because I don't know what kind of medium somebody else is going to journal with.
True. That's why I pretty much fill mine up and then put journaling cards. And extra pages.
Oh, T, I just absolutely love yours so much. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you like it. Oh, I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I have to sing that song every time I get out this ink.
I love the colors, T, of what you're using right now.
Thank you.
Those are gorgeous. Are you working on a themed journal?
No, not really. I'm
just freestyle.
Yeah, just whatever
nice.
makes them.
Darn it.
That's kind of how this one is turning out. Originally, I was going to have it more in a theme, but it's just turning out to be freestyle.
I think most of my journals are themed. That's why I kind of wanted to this is themed in the fact that I'm using stuff that someone else sent me.
Right. The brochures and stuff.
So
maybe kind of a travel theme.
Sort of, yeah.
Mine are always free spirited, free flowing. I need a theme. I told T last week I'd like to do one with like rust and roses.
Ooh, that would be beautiful.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
There's,
I mean,
printables. Monica has Rust and Roses printables, I think.
Oh, does she?
Uh-huh.
And you know, Sweet Pea, they have Marisa has some really awesome grunge kits, and I could see, and they look rusty, so I could see you combining that with botanical, you know.
Yeah, that's kind of yeah, that's definitely what I want. Something that's kind of grunge, but yeah, add the botanicals in there.
Love that look. Love that look.
We had a storm here last night, and our barbecue grill ended up in our rose bush, so that's kind of rusty roses. Oh my goodness. It's been an adventure around here with the storms. Not near what other people have been through. I cannot complain, but it still has been an adventure. My husband was up on the roof last week patching it and repairing it because of a storm. And last night, another storm came through and ripped up all of this work. But our neighbor was like, go next door. Did it get the neighbors? And I'm like, yeah, theirs looks even worse. And he's like, okay, I don't feel so bad then. But yeah, our roofs are like, this house is only 5 years old, but the whole neighborhood is just taking a beating this stormy season. I was picking my son up at the bus stop because I couldn't expect him to walk home in the storm that we were having yesterday. And like shingles were flying across the road. It was pretty crazy.
I'm Meg. Hi, Shannon. Just saw you guys come in.
Good morning. Somebody suggested I super glue my paintbrush last week, and I forgot. I didn't do it.
Do what to your paintbrush?
Glue the handle in because this is my Mod Podge brush, and look, like my Mod Podge.
It'll do that. Yeah.
So, someone last week was like, "Oh, you should." You could just glue it. And I was like, super glue it. And I was like, oh, that's a great idea. But
have you tried the silicone brushes for Mod Podge yet, Dawn?
Yes, I have a couple. Look.
Do you like them, or you just still prefer a bristle sometimes?
I don't know why. I saw you using yours too the other morning. I don't know why I don't grab them first. I go to I have this in my cart and my brush next to it, so I always grab it. Maybe I should put these next to the next to the gel medium.
You know what I used to do when I was retraining my brain is I put a rubber band around my Mod Podge jar, and then I just slipped the handle of the silicone brush in there. And that way, when I would go grab my Mod Podge, the brush was already there.
That's a great tip.
So, especially because you don't have to clean them. You know, you can just kind of peel the old glue off right before you use it. It was kind of a nice way for me to keep from having, you know, a dirty brush laying around or whatever too. I just stick it back in that rubber band and be on my way.
Yes, no, that's a great idea. And I have an old Toll House chocolate chip cookie tin full of rubber bands, so I think I'll...
There you go.
Pull it out. Yeah.
Just a few resourceful gals around here.
Well, you guys have been doing this longer than me, I feel like. So you guys always have great tips for... I mean, I've been crafting since the 1900s, but, you know. I don't know. I don't retain things well.
Well, I think it's why we all love YouTube. Because there's so many smart people. There's all of our brains work differently and have new and fresh ideas.
exactly. When my kids grew up and moved out of the house, my brain shut off.
I'll be right back. I'm going to go stitch this.
Yeah, I was like, oh gosh. My brain must have said, I can take a vacation now.
I don't have that excuse, Dawn.
No?
No. Mine's just on autopilot for whatever reason.
Well, all I can say is thank goodness for crafting.
Amen.
I can just come in here anytime and just wish away the troubles of the day and the world.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely therapeutic.
Yeah, everyone does better when I spend the first hour of my day in my craft room at 5 a.m. It makes everyone's day better. I have more patience.
Well, I've had those days this week. I've spent a couple of full days in my craft room just doing really nothing. Like, I haven't really completed anything.
Sounds like me on Mother's Day. Got a few hours that I was going to come to my craft room and work, and I just came in and got distracted instead, and I really didn't do anything, but it was just nice to be in here.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. I come in, close the door.
Oh, wish that was tighter. Let's see.
My biggest thing lately has been sorting. Like sorting my ephemera, sorting, sentiments and
Yeah, I just use little photo albums, like 4x6 photo albums, and turn them into pockets to hold my ephemera.
I ran out of bobbin thread.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I know.
I hate it when that happens.
I have those little photo boxes that I put stuff in and I mark it, but I'm still finding that stuff is adding up so much that I'm outgrowing them. But also I can't find, like, I'm adding so many things into one little bin. So it's like, oh my goodness. I'm like, sort this out even more. Same with paper. Trying to figure out my 12 by 12 paper. Like, do I sort it by color, by theme? Someone suggested the other night doing it by, like, theme. Like, if you have Christmas paper, Valentine paper, different holiday paper. And
yeah, that's a good idea. I have a friend who did a craft room tour, and she actually writes on the spine of them with a Sharpie where the glue is. Mm-hmm. She'll write the name of the collection or what it is. And I thought that was really smart, so that she didn't have to, pull it out and look to see what paper pad it is. It just says, Maggie Holmes, whatever, or whoever. And I was like, I need to adopt that. And I've been doing it just when I buy a new paper pad, I'll go ahead and label it before I put it on the shelf. Or if I pull one out and it hasn't been labeled, then I try to label it.
Oh my gosh, you guys and your stinking labeling. I can't be asked, though. No.
Right? I get it. I am not the kind of crafter who's spending half my time organizing. I just can't be bothered. I want to be crafting. That is definitely not me. But there's a few little hacks that I will adopt.
Yes.
Along the way.
Well, I only do it when I'm not inspired somewhere else for some reason.
Right.
And I'm like, right now I feel like, I don't know if it's a change of seasons or what. But I'm like in this art, I have this art block. So I'm still creating through the block, but I'm just doing it
Good.
different.
The number one way I've found to get over that feeling is just shopping my stash. I just fall in love with things again. Then suddenly I've got 15 things on my desk and I can't pick which one to use first. You know, it like, and I know
Yeah.
everyone's different, but for me, that's like the silver bullet for losing my mojo. It's just going back through my things.
Exactly. And I think that's why I've been sitting and just sorting, because I'm looking through like, oh, what do I have here? You know?
And you find all the things.
Little
Yes.
cleanup ADHD. Oh, look, something shiny. Let me go do this instead of putting things away.
I'm pretty certain at this point that I have ADHD, and I didn't even know or realize it till here recently. Thanks to shorts. Somebody posted a short, and I was like, oh, yeah. I can relate to all of those things. Not just 3, but like all. I'm self-diagnosed.
That's okay.
Oh. Shanna says your snack bag is interesting.
Yeah, they were prawn crackers from Thailand.
Yummy.
Nope.
No, not yummy.
As long as you're not allergic, I guess.
I'm not a seafood person.
Personally. I am, but I'm allergic, so.
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
So I told her she will not be eating cicadas this year.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
So bummed about that.
I don't mean to laugh about it, but you know, when I have to go to the grocery store and it costs $300, I get it. I get it. Living off the land is not a bad thing. I just don't think I could do it.
Well, I feel like I live off the land in a lot of ways. It's funny. It's so much so that Lily's dad brought a bag full of tree fungus yesterday. It was like, here, I brought you a bag of chaga.
Well, how do you use that? Do you make like a tea or something?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
And it's usually found on birch trees and stuff. But this didn't look like it to me. And I said to Willie, you got to look that up because I'm not really sure that that's what he thought it was. But, you know, it may be. But just please don't go drinking it until you look into it more.
Oh. Sounds a little bit like me. Me and my son went on a hike together, and I thought I found a cherry tree, so I picked some of the fruit and brought it home, and I was the only one brave enough to eat it. But whatever fruit it was like a super fruit because I couldn't sleep. Like I ate it at dinner time, and I didn't go to sleep till like 4 a.m.
Oh, no.
They were like, what was that? I was like, I don't know. It didn't taste like a cherry, and I can't go to sleep. But I'm here to tell the tale, so it was okay.
Yep.
Whatever that was.
They grow goji berries in Texas.
Apparently. And I think they look like cherries.
Wow.
I guess.
Disclaimer. We don't advise you to go eat things.
No, please don't just go pick random stuff. Oh, I watched Phantom Thread with my hubby not that long ago. I don't know if y'all ever saw Phantom Thread, but
no.
I won't. It would spoil it for me to tell you, but she was a forager too.
Ooh.
We'll just say that.
Well, right now our fiddleheads are out. Do you guys
a deviant forager.
Ooh.
How come there's no quokkas on here?
Aww.
So Rottnest Island is where quokkas are from. But apparently they don't advertise it.
Hey, everybody in the chat. I see y'all chatting away. I'm so glad I put my signatures in upright and everything. Doesn't that feel good?
Yes. I love when I do my signature check and everything's in place.
I
The way it's supposed to
know.
be.
All right. So I have a funny story. I bought these dies, like they're dies, and a D-stash. And when they came to me, they had like this white foam in them. And my instinct was to tear it all out, but it was quite the job. It took me a long time. And now I don't know if that was the right move or if that's why they de-stashed them, because they were like, nope, I don't have the patience for that. But I don't know who they're from. I don't know who made them, but I think they're so cool. They're these two little like paper chain.
Neat.
One is
there goes
these.
Oh, and she's
These
back.
funky little guys up here.
You mean foam like this kind of foam in the die?
Yeah. Kind of like, well, it was a white foam, like a craft foam, but it was glued in expertly. So
yeah, that's what this is. It's like a white craft foam.
are you supposed to leave it in there and die cut with it?
Yeah. Oh, and these you are.
See, I think you probably were with these too, and I ripped it all out.
You know,
so this is
like
an experiment.
the little Sizzix ones has the foam too.
Yeah.
Hey,
see how this goes.
Hey, Stephanie. Good morning, Donna.
I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't work. They're probably not any thicker than it. It probably just gives the cushion for the paper to kind of meld to the die. You know, I don't know. I bet they still cut.
I definitely won't have to worry about them cutting. I think they'll definitely cut at this point. I've made them more dangerous.
Hey, Wims. Oh, no worries.
They've been
Pop in when you can. Okay, I'm good with those pages. I got exactly 2 pages done. I'm thinking, though, because originally I was going to stitch this all in the, now I can't remember the name of the stitch. You stitch them basically all together. But as these pages thicken out, I feel like what's going to happen if I do that is I'm just going to have a big old fan. So I might rethink how I stitch these. There it is.
All right.
She goes in and out and in and out.
Hey, it can't be any worse than the other morning when she was we were playing in her chat because she just like went out. It was storming. Oh no, that's when she went off the grid. Like the lights went out.
Oh, power went out. Yeah.
But her stream was like repeating itself. It was like stuck, like a a record. So she just kept saying, "Hey Flo, and something else. And we were like, Flo goes, "Oh, you came in at the best time, Dawn. Do you like the stream?" Like I was like, "Oh my, what happened here?" Because I had come in late. And I was like, "Oh goodness."
Yeah, my internet has been terrible lately.
Well, it was entertaining for your audience, for sure. Sala and Flo were like cutting it up hard.
I love that. I'm so glad. Yeah, I didn't even realize, because we have the solar now, I didn't realize the grid had gone down because we had kicked onto our battery. And so we still had electricity. It was just a little blip, but the rest of the neighborhood was down. But that little blip was enough to mess up my internet.
I didn't realize you were on solar. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a recent thing.
Oops. Clang. Shut up.
I keep seeing ads that say that Maine residents can get solar panels for free, and I'm like, okay, can we?
I don't know about that.
Is this a thing?
Ours certainly aren't free. They say it in Texas too, and they're not free.
Oh, I was wondering. I haven't called about it because I'm like, that just sounds too good to be true.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'm going to just keep this as a signature all by itself. Okay. Something with these guys. Let's do. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey.
I love how these prints are matching each other.
Good thing that happened because I forgot to shake it.
Do you guys get ticks, like wood ticks in Texas and Alabama?
Yeah.
Do we get what?
Ticks.
Wood ticks?
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
Oh, yeah, we do too. Willie's been like a magnet. I told him as he's gotten older, he went from chick magnet to tick magnet now. Yeah. He's been picking them up every day, and I'm like, well, you keep complaining about those darn neighbors' chickens in the yard. You should let them come over because
they'll eat it.
They'll eat all the ticks.
Yeah, I wish we could have chickens because evidently they like scorpions too, and we have lots of scorpions we would like for chickens to eat.
Never coming over. Never.
You're not going to visit Bitty Penny?
I'm terrified of those. Oh my gosh.
You know what? I was always terrified too until I got stung, and I was like, "Oh, it's not that big of a deal." And now they don't bother me as much. Yeah, my son has been stung.
Are they like a bee sting?
They're the little red ones.
Nope, that's a no.
Yeah, we also have rattlesnakes and not cobra, but coral snakes.
You have coral snakes? Wow.
Yes.
We have cottonmouths here, I guess. Supposedly they're supposed to be out in droves with the cicadas, but we do not have any cicadas in our neighborhood.
No?
Crazy. At least I'm not hearing them.
I think you're in the range because Willie's like, oh, I can't wait for him to come out. And I said, I don't think we get those here.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely in the range. And I was here the last 17 years ago. Oh, yeah, somebody had asked me how long I'd lived here, and I couldn't remember, but it's been 17 years because I was here the last invasion.
Yeah, and this is like a double. This is like a double brood this year. It's like
we won't get the second brood this far south. They'll get them up around Wisconsin, Michigan, stuff like that.
Yes. Yep. There goes your cuckoo
Penny
clock.
Penny's clock.
It's 10 o'clock. That thing is
Mine's going off too downstairs. I have one my daughter brought home from Switzerland, and
Neat.
It's in the living room though, and I don't usually hear it, but it's funny. I hear Bitty Penny's. I can hear mine now that hers is going off.
Yeah, it's like your brain is just like normalized it.
Yes.
Just doesn't even
Yes.
acknowledge it.
My cousin Troy,
I grew
when
up
he
with one.
started coming over in February, he was like, "Oh my God, what is that? Oh, it's your clock." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I just don't hear it anymore."
I grew up with one and I love it because it just helps me stay on track. Like when I hear that, I'm like, okay, it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you count them? Do you count them when they?
I don't really count them, but like now, it just kind of helps me at a very loose way of staying on time with things.
This way?
In a very loose way. When it chimes again, it's 11. An hour has passed.
I still have to look because mine is off because we do we have the time change on, time change off, and I never touch the cuckoo clock. I always leave it. So it never cuckoos at the right the right amount of cuckoos per hour. So I couldn't tell you if it's like 10 or 11. Yeah.
If you guys have never used these distress paints, they do some really neat stuff.
What are they? Distress paints?
Distress paints, They're
From
water
where?
reactive, and so they do some really neat stuff with water.
Are they Tim's?
Yep. Oh yeah, of course.
Oh yeah. Okay. Who else?
I've never used them.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Yeah, I really love this stamp for journaling. I'm going to have to email Desiree. Oh, it's just so pretty.
She will love hearing that.
It's just beautiful.
So definitely think I should have left the foam in them, but they did cut. But someone here in the chat had said, well, that's so that it can release the paper. And I think that's totally it. And I never thought of that, but it doesn't have any holes in the die so that you can like poke through it. So I think the foam was in it so that it could release the paper from the die.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's what happens when you buy secondhand.
Yeah.
You just make it up.
Yes.
Next time I'll just have to do a live and be like, what do I do with this? I don't pretend like I have all the answers.
Oh.
Thank goodness we don't.
I know.
It'd be boring if we just couldn't be curious. Experiment.
Sounds totally exhausting.
Hi, Donna Nimber. Hi, Miss Wims. Thank you. Yes, this is a gel print. These are my gel prints that I made with Tracy a couple weeks ago. We did a bunch of gel printing. Sorry, you guys. It gets so quiet after because of the lag. It's like...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I looked and I had a bunch of comments and questions. I was like, oh, no.
Okay. Stamps.
Thank you. Oh, Donna, I hope you make it to your craft room soon. Like Biddy, Penny, and I were saying earlier, sometimes just going in and just putting yourself in there and just, even if you're just looking at things, it's therapeutic.
I'm working myself into a tight corner here.
But that's a live for you and a junk journal.
Yep.
The combination is Messy.
Let's go to the library.
So I haven't done an altered book in forever. So this has been fun.
That's awesome. I've never done one.
It's pretty much like junk journaling. You just your pages are already kind of intact. You know what I mean? You're just decorating your.
Do you tear pages out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's my stack of pages.
Yes.
And I'll use them. You know,
Right.
I use them, whether it's painty pages or I can gel pull on them.
Mm-hmm.
Next time I do another gel plate thing. But so I flip through and probably go every 3 to 5 pages, and then I pull like 6 to 8. Or go, you know.
Yeah.
Usually it's 6. So you can see where I have like the gap. But once I start stuffing this, I mean, it's going to end up like this.
Fills up fast. Yes.
And I'm thinking about the cover now. Like what trying to think if I want to do a fabric cover on it.
I kind of always leave the cover for last.
Yeah.
So kind of match the vibe of whatever happened to the inside of the book.
Yes. But this gives me time. Like I can think about it as I put each page and decorate everything. I'm like kind of thinking like, like how, you know, I keep it in the back of my brain. Like, what am I gonna do with the cover? And the cover is just so pristine that I could probably just put like, you know, what do you call that? Like a front, you know, like decorate something and just put something on the front without actually covering the whole book.
Right. Just at a focal point.
Yes.
I like how you're painting your people.
Oh, thanks.
That's a trippy die.
Isn't it cool?
Yeah.
I really like it. I'm so glad I didn't completely run it.
Yeah, like I said, I think it would still cut even without that spongy stuff, foam stuff.
And that was kind of the dice I was rolling at the time. I want to apologize for my camera just blipping all the time. Sorry about that, everybody. Good thing there's 3 of us, so.
Morning, Pam. Yeah. That's fun.
Good morning, Pam.
She's right. It does have a shine to it, and I kind of don't want it shiny, so there's a trick. Yes, there is, my friend. Collage medium and matte.
Matte medium?
Uh-huh.
Yep. That'll knock it back. It looks so cool. I love the dolphin and the penguin. It's so cool.
Hey, well, the other side.
While we're here.
Is a seal, baby seal.
T, what is this dirt that you rubbed on these 2 pages right here?
Cinnamon.
Do you remember?
Cinnamon.
This is cinnamon?
Yeah.
With what else?
Glue.
Glue? Oh, man. I love it. I want what I want to do is heat emboss with my Hero Art sand embossing powder, and then I want to do that cinnamon and glue mixture. and make something really sandy.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do right here. Now that you put that out and asked me about
Do it.
because
Do
I
it.
have
Do
craft cinnamon here. I call it craft cinnamon.
Craft cinnamon.
It's just cinnamon. It's cheap cinnamon.
Awesome.
I love it.
I painted an entire glass, one of those back in my dollar store days. Was like a margarita glass that you flip upside down, make a lamp out of it, whatever. With cinnamon.
I remember the days of doing candles with that.
With cinnamon?
For grungy candles.
Oh, okay.
I made candles with my best friend one time, and we put like rose petals and things in them, and they literally caught on fire at one of our friend's house. I mean, everything is okay, obviously. That's why I can laugh about it now. But we put like cinnamon sticks,
Toby?
and we put like different flower material in there. And yeah, they did catch on fire.
Gene, I got them from a book that I found at a thrift store about the history of rock and roll.
Oh, it was so cool.
Bitty Penny, Stephanie wants to know, does the cinnamon still smell?
Oh, let me see. I didn't smell it. So I will have to get very close to even determine that. So it doesn't smell from a distance. Let me get up close. It smells earthy, but it doesn't smell like cinnamon.
Okay. Yeah,
I
guess
literally was like,
breakfast.
did she rub this in the dirt? How did she do this? Whoops.
Yeah, my first thought was grit paste. I was like, is it grit paste maybe? I know she uses that.
And sometimes it could be. So, yeah, it's fun because cinnamon, if you get the cheap stuff, like I get it in the Hispanic aisle, the bags.
In the bag? Yeah.
Yeah.
The craft cinnamon. That's the craft cinnamon.
Yeah.
You can make a card with it and put like you're as old as dirt and just put some of that craft cinnamon on it.
Absolutely.
Not saying it's the nicest card you'll ever make, but
Good morning, Diane.
Oh, I love it.
it's possible.
Why do
You're
they have to be
so
nice
dirt.
all the time? All right, let's give this a try. So yeah, grunge it up, just kind of move it around a little bit while it's got wet glue on it.
See, I'm already training my brain to use my silicone brush.
Whoop, whoop. You've got a flexible brain, Dawn.
Well,
over there,
you
Pam.
know,
We can see you.
that's what I got them for. And I don't know why I don't pull them out more. Donna Nipper would like to know where you can get that dye. Did you already answer that? I didn't hear.
About this dye?
I think so.
I am so sorry. I bought this in a D-stash. The person who sold it to me didn't even know who made it or where it came from. I mean, it came from like a woman who was moving into like a retirement home, and she had a whole crafty room. And so the lady who sold it to me was D-stashing for her. And, you know, she didn't know where it was from. Yeah, I know it's a bummer because it's super cool.
It's a bummer that she had to give up all her stuff and move to retirement. Look,
I
I'm
know.
of an age, my friend.
I know.
I know.
But you know, I never mind spending in that situation. It feels like a good cause.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was funny because it came with 2 other dyes, and I wasn't really as into those, but I just had to have this one. I just thought the people were so unique, and just you don't see dyes like this.
Yeah, isn't that an old Cuttlebug dye?
Possibly. It's not labeled, I don't think. Let me look on the back.
It looks like it.
There's no label at all.
It looks like a
It didn't
Craft.
come. It just came like this in an envelope. It didn't come with any, any details or packaging or anything.
I think I want a number on there. Numbers.
Sorry, Donna.
Where are my new Tim Holtz stamps? Ugh.
I know, Donna. Well, I was thinking that as Biddy Penny was telling the story. like how cheap will people sell my stuff for when I'm gone?
Oh, I know. I got 3 dyes for $8. I need to sell some of my stuff. I need to destash. It's time.
Pick a number
I'll be right
between
back.
1 and 8.
Are you
Okay,
talking to the
wait.
chat, T?
Nobody picked, so I picked it myself.
I didn't know who you were talking to. Sorry.
That's okay.
But I would have picked
I feel
3
like I
or
want a
7.
number on here. Eight's my favorite number because that's my birth month. And it looks like forever. Infinity.
Sorry.
T, what day is your birthday?
15th.
15th, right? Yeah, I'm the 14th. I thought it was the same day or the day after.
Yeah.
My mom's
August.
is the 15th.
Guys, you Leo girls.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Great.
Willie's a Leo too. Willie's a Leo too. He's the 8th.
When's his birthday? On the 8th?
Yeah.
8/8. How cool.
Yep.
Yes, create by hand, exactly. And I let Mike know how much, and especially when I was quilting, because I have a lot of quilting rulers and I have a lot of batik fabrics that cost me a fortune. And then I've got a lot of cotton yarn that I bought from Denmark under my bed. Bad. I am bad.
I just found another tote of yarn too the other day when I was cleaning my room. I was like, oh, I thought I only had this many totes. I'm not telling because it's embarrassing.
Dawn, I can't even walk in my craft room. You cannot be embarrassed in my company.
The same here.
It was a lot.
I mean, I can walk in, but it's a dangerous situation sometimes. I still have a shard of a razor blade missing in this craft room somewhere. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Don't
I'm sure I
talk
have
on
plenty
the
of little
phone
metal
and trim
things
your
with
razor
dyes.
blade is the moral of the story.
Right.
You know what? I think I want to just help this along in color.
I really love this print. I didn't think I loved it when I did it, but now that I'm using it, I'm like, oh, I really love this. Subtlety of it.
That's like
Hi,
the power of walking away. You know, I won't like something and then I walk away and I come back and I'm like, oh, no, this is cool. This is fine.
Right.
And then sometimes I come back and I'm like, yep, nope, that's terrible. Okay.
Yeah, I've done that many times. boundary. The power of walking away is enormous. Great. I guess that's why they say sleep on it.
Right.
Give it a little time.
That's something I've had to learn because I'm so impulsive.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I like it's like when I go thrifting and I'm like I have to go thrifting. I have to go shopping because like when I shop online, I have to wait.
Right.
And it's like, oh, this just is not, I just can't. Like, so I go to the mall across the street or the thrift store. So it kind of like takes away a little bit of the pain. If I can find something to keep me, I'm like a little kid. Just keep me busy for a couple of days until what I really want comes, you know? Oh yeah, I like that. The fun part will be collecting all the bits that you should see the side of my desk. But it will be fun collecting them and making like little clusters and stuff for the decorations. They'll be I'll match the papers. Hi, Lala. Good evening.
Hey, Lala.
Hey there. That's Mommy Guide, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yep. Oh my gosh, you guys, I need to start tying my hair back because I noticed the other day I like had my hair embossed into my tag. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, I need to learn the lesson. Like
At
when
least
you
no
get
one's
up
eating
and
it.
you're like, yes, true. Oh,
I'll be right back. I need to spray this with some Aquanet.
okay. Do they still sell that?
Yeah.
Wow. No kidding.
All right.
Sorry.
My people are done. Oh, time is just flying with you ladies. I can't believe
Yeah?
it's already 10:23.
Oh my gosh, it is. I didn't even look at the clock. I usually don't go past 10 o'clock.
I know. I was like,
Willie's coming in looking for breakfast. He's like, where's the steak? You didn't throw it away, did you? I'm like, shh.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, we could wrap it up. I definitely, got to get on with the day.
It's your stream. I'm up for whatever.
Yeah.
I just noticed it.
Okay,
Same.
yeah. I mean, me
noticed.
too. I'm not. I already had breakfast, so.
Work can wait.
Okay, then we'll just keep it going until everybody leaves because they're sick of us. So this page I colored the sky and sea with some pan pastels because it was kind of faded out like this. So just to kind of enhance it, I added color again. Now I feel like coloring more, but you have to, with pan pastels, you have to set them with like Aquanet or something. Otherwise they'll just rub right off. Hi, Paula.
The way I use my pastels the most is in gel printing on my gel plate.
I have not tried that. I need to.
I love it.
Yes. I want to see.
I did a gel plate session. It'll probably be out in a week or so where I did a whole bunch with my pastels because they just don't get any love otherwise.
Oh, yeah.
And the main thing is the fixative, just not like I love how they look and I like using them and I like coloring with them. It's just locking them in place.
Yeah, exactly. What colors do I have? Archival. I think I'm going to go with. Let's go with those. I think barn door. Some of these archival inks I've had for so long, they're drying up.
Bummer.
I know. Well, they're the minis, and I got them on clearance, so I'm not mad. Well, no, these I didn't get on clearance because these are distress. I got the regular, not the non-distress ones on clearance.
My husband left when this live started, and I'm starting to debate in my mind, did he go buy shingles or breakfast? I'm hoping for breakfast.
Yes.
Yeah. We didn't eat yet. Usually Willie, he's usually about, well, it's 11 something here, so I guess, yeah, that's about right. It's like brunch.
I have worked myself into a no space left dealy here. Hope Gaz isn't watching because he's Mr. Tidy. Mr. Tidy. Like he puts everything
goodness.
away. I just don't want to waste everybody's time doing that.
But it may be motivational, you know? Like for them to see you putting it away could spark motivation. Like I am totally one of those people who I do not want to clean the house, but I'll watch a clean with me to try to
That's
get
how
motivated.
I clean the house.
So if I watch somebody else clean first, I might get motivated. I might not. It doesn't always work.
I don't think that's going to work for me.
It doesn't work for me because I end up I'm on autoplay, so I watch a video and then it goes to something like building a junk journal. Let's build. And I'm like, oh.
And then the answer is always like, yeah, I'd rather be crafting.
Uh-huh.
Always.
Yes.
Okay. I have a happy little family in my journal now. It's not my journal, but in the journal I'm making.
So the key to these pages that I learned was when you're creating pockets or pouches or putting pages together, to cover these gaps where you pulled the pages out, that's usually where I create a pocket or a tuck. So I cover it over.
This page is good. Okay.
I say that out loud because I've been I lose my way as I'm going through trying to figure out which way I planned on doing the pockets, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I can cover the tearing out of the pages this way. So I remember which direction I'm supposed to go in.
It's funny the different techniques that we adopt depending on what we're working on.
Mm-hmm.
Like doing that altered book presents challenges that another journal won't.
Yes. But the nice part is I didn't have to sew in my signature.
Right. I like that part though.
I do too, but sometimes it's tedious. I think it's more of my hands are weakening. You know, my hands aren't as strong anymore. So that's what makes it hard.
Fruit Loop, Fruit Loop, Fruit Loop, Fruit Noodle. Fruit Noodle in here.
Right, Lola? Autoplay for the win. Yes.
Let's do yellow.
So I'm going to have to be creative because the things that I would put in my signatures for a journal, like my map pages or doilies, or I'm going to have to incorporate them into my book in other ways. So like flip outs, envelopes, I'll have to do the same way. Because I'm not sticking them in
brayer?
signatures.
I lost my brayer. You guys see it? That's a joke.
I'm looking. I don't see it. But you know me.
Twice now I have made videos where
you know
I
me. I
something.
can't see anyway. I have to look way close.
So I've made videos where I've lost something and I've gone back through the editing process just to see if I can find what was missing. What I knew I lost something in the making of the video, And so I go back and look through the raw footage and I'm like, okay, where did I lose that die? It's happened twice now. And usually they're stuck to something magnetic.
Oh, yeah.
It's like T's blending brush a couple of years ago. Remember that?
Famous. But you guys did the blindfolded challenge with me, right? We should do that again. That was fun.
We did. That was fun.
I just watched. It was fun. I think you guys should do it again. So I think I have. Oh no. I'm gonna have to clean my stamp already, like soap and water clean, because I did so much embossing yesterday that I have embossing powder all over my desk, like loose powder.
Yeah. Use a Swiffer? How do you pick it up?
I have a lint roller.
Ah, okay.
But, there's still always the escapees, so I can feel somewhere. I must have missed a spot, and it's like where I sat the stamp.
Mm-hmm.
So now the back of my stamp is like gritty.
That's not my favorite feeling.
No. Mine either. But,
Let me get some embossing powder. Speaking of, I want.
all right.
Any colors I want. Sparkle.
Yeah, so back to when I was talking about all the books that we accumulate as junk journalers, I'm definitely thinking about making some kits with mine, sharing the love out, putting them out in themes.
Ooh.
And sharing the love out, because I have 2 totes of fabric and tons of books. And the other day I was like, man, I should be building junk journal kits. I can't use all these.
Sorry, I'm gonna make noise here.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Hi, Kelly's Crafts. Hi, Angel. Sorry, Biddy.
No, you're fine. And curating is always fun, putting things together, and I don't know, it's just kind of fun too. Maybe this summer.
I think that's a great idea, because there's lots of people that probably don't want to collect all the things like we do.
Exactly.
But they would love to build a journal.
Right. Or they don't have the space. They don't have the
Exactly.
the gumption to rip pages out of books. I don't know if gumption's the right word, but
Yes.
that's not in everyone's constitution to be able to rip pages out of a book.
Right. Right.
Man, I got the mucky muck around these two.
Hold on. I gotta go get my posse.
T, what are you working on now?
Sorry, I had myself muted there. So this page, which is upside down and right side up, so I'm trying to disguise the upside down.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm throwing paint and all kinds of stuff at it.
I love it. I love the colors.
Yeah, I put some embossing powder on there. You probably can't see it unless but that'll give it kind of a weird wet look. And then I'm trying to decide on how I want to do pockets here. I think that'll be a bottom pocket.
Oh, Jean, do you have a question? Sorry.
Huh?
Dawn, what is the name of the stamp you're using? Oh, I'm glad you asked. Biddy Penny would probably love to tell you all about that. Especially.
Sure. A tangle. Are you using the triangles?
I'm using the Tangle and Bloom.
Oh, okay. Sweet. Yeah, so those are Zentangle inspired stamps that are hand drawn by Desiree at Include a Thank You. And she's just released her second set of stamps, and it's just super cool. They're very unique, very different, unlike what you find most times, but they lend themselves to journals and cards and collage and all the things.
I'll be your Vanna White.
Say.
Yes. And I love them.
Yes, me too.
So, yes, this one's called the Tangle and Bloom, and this one is a tangled moment.
Yes.
And I think Biddy Penny put a video out this morning that has more information around that.
Yes, and a discount code.
Yes.
That will be good through Labor Day. Wait, Memorial Day, not Labor Day.
Ooh, that's a nice discount.
Don't hold me to it. It's Memorial Day. That would be a little excessive. All right. But yeah, really, really cool. Absolutely love them.
Yes. And very versatile. You can use them for cards. It'd be a Tangle and Bloom, that would be great on mini slimlines or slimline cards also.
Oh yeah.
For those that like those. But yes. If I can remember, I will put a link to Desiree's channel, but I think you'd be smarter to go, I put a link to Biddy Penny's and go look for her video because she has a discount code. Unless you have
grab it. Let me grab the link here if I can.
Unless you have
I don't have any room for my mouse is the problem. One moment.
You getting it, T? Or I can I was gonna say I can try to go get it too because I have
Yeah,
my
I'm
phone in
having
front of
problems because my computer just logged me out.
me. Okay, yeah, I'd love to do that.
Stupid
I like.
Macintosh. That is to my password. There we go.
I'm actually going to put the link to. Um, I'm actually going to put the link to the actual video. Is that okay?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then in the description of the video is the code. I think I put it in there. You know what? I think I need to add it in there. But yeah. Let me go do that now.
You know, I just realized why I usually don't go over an hour.
Yeah.
My iPhone is about to die.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I caught it.
Well, I
Got it.
got Willie downstairs, and I'm like, oh God, he's getting hangry. So I had to go hush him up. He gets loud. So I'm like, hey, I'm still alive, and the steak is in the refrigerator, in the blue container. Yeah. He's still on toaster oven restriction from last week. He forgets his TBI. It's like progressing, but he forgets when he puts something in the toaster oven. And yesterday, or not yesterday, it was Monday maybe. Oh my gosh. He put something in it, and the worst part is he's like, it's all smoking and I don't know why, there's nothing in it. And I'm like, there is too. It was so black you couldn't see it.
Oh,
but it was
no.
a burnt tortilla.
Oh no.
So I was like, that's it, we're back on toaster oven restriction unless I'm downstairs. I want time to run out. Something burns, catches on fire, or put the fire out at least. So he can reheat all he wants in the microwave.
Time and time again.
Yes.
My brother-in-law is always heating up his food in the microwave, and then he forgets, and he goes back and he has to heat it up again, and then he walks off and he forgets, and he like will reheat his food like 4 or 5 times. I'm like,
yes.
is it even any good
happened.
at that point? Like,
Mike does that with his coffee. You guys, I lost the piece I was working with. There it is.
Yeah, that happens here. It's like, yeah, still in there. And I can tell because when I go in the kitchen to get something, I'll say, do you left something in the microwave? Because, our microwave, it will say, and, it has the flashing for like, take it out or end or whatever. So I can always tell, like, oh, he left something in there. Didn't open the door yet.
I'm always afraid if I lose my memory or go senile as I get older, if I'll just be cussing and saying inappropriate things a lot.
Maybe.
I'm so afraid I'm going to be a cussing granny one day.
That happens a lot in this house.
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
hope
that.
for that.
It's like a legit fear for me. Like,
yeah.
Oh man.
Because it isn't you as a human, I know.
Right,
Well,
but like once
goodness.
you lose those filters, because my dad, he had medically induced dementia in the last like couple of months of his life. And like once all the filters are gone and you're really, there's a lot of agitation and frustration that comes along with that,
Yes.
And whew,
yeah, thank goodness.
He would get rowdy.
Yeah. We haven't gotten that bad yet. I mean, yes, some anger, but I mean, words, but no violence, physical violence or anything. But sometimes, just angry. Like,
yes.
And I get it.
Agitated.
Like, I lost it. Somebody took it. Like, where is it? did you? And I'm
Yeah.
like, I didn't take it, you know.
Yeah,
So
my dad
those,
had sundowners too. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but yeah, 5 o'clock was rough.
yeah.
Which is really funny because 5 o'clock with children when they're young is really rough too. So I used to have that Pharrell Williams song Happy on my phone. And at 5 o'clock every day, it would go off. And no matter where we were, we'd have a dance party when my kids were like toddler aged. And it would be the 5 o'clock dance party. And we would, if we were at Target, we would dance no matter where we were. But it just helped take the edge off. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Makes sense. That's cool.
it's interesting
Yeah,
that 5 o'clock is difficult for both sides of the spectrum of age.
yes, yes. Oh, it definitely is full circle. I've noticed that.
Yeah.
Just like, but it's weird too how the universe puts things on your plate, because I had been caretaking and guardian over my aunt, who ended up with the one that just passed in February. She had dementia. So I dealt with memory stuff like off and on for like the last 20 years. And Lily's only been back in my life for the last, what's it been, since 2013, so 11 years. But it's really weird because I'm already conditioned to it, you know what I mean? And I already know how to approach the behavior. So
You've been able to adopt a skill set now that's serving you.
Yes, exactly. So, I mean, thank goodness, because, you know, and I know his parents say that too, like, thank God he has you, because he says it, because not a lot of people know how to handle that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have to be, I mean, you really have to stay gentle. I mean, once in a while I get like, hey!
Check this out. I'm putting a book page in this journal and it says, I'm making a list. This is Shel Silverstein. I'm making a list of things I must say for politeness and goodness and kindness and gentleness and sweetness and rightness. Hello, pardon me. How are you? Excuse me. Bless you. May I? Thank you. Goodbye. If you know some that I forgot, please stick them in your eye.
That's great.
I think that fits the moment.
Oh my goodness. That's so funny. Hi, PM Artist Studio. I'm not sure if it's Mariah or
cool. Hi.
or Patricia, but hello. And Yoda Paper Vintage Cards. Hello. It's Mariah. Okay. Hi, Mariah.
Hi, Mariah.
Hello.
Oh, great, Jean. She's going to look after the session too for the stamp.
Oh, cool.
Awesome. Very awesome.
Use that code.
Yeah, you get a great discount. I don't mind though. I've been eyeballing this, and it's been such a blessing to watch Desiree grow from, like, just watch her channel grow.
I know. I found her early in my journey, and it was early in her YouTube journey, and I've just always admired her work.
Yes. Yes, I remember when everybody was doing the 10 cards one hit.
Yes.
And
I used to love hers.
Yes. That's when I started, like, I think that's when I started watching, was when everybody was doing those, and she was one of them. Okay, so I was gifted this library pocket. It's an Eileen Hull die. And I was showing Tracy earlier. I'm going to I'm going to make some library pockets.
Fun.
Or a couple of them for some pages.
What do y'all think about making ephemera in advance? Like, you know, mass making ephemera. How does that
like
work
that.
for y'all?
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Yeah. Do you keep it kind of
'cause you
basic and add to it once you know what themed journal it's going
Yeah.
in?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I follow what Gail does. Just make it all up. Keep it general. And then
Jean wants to know what Desiree's YouTube channel is.
Include a thank you.
Oh, that's right. See, I forgot.
Yeah, I can put that in too, actually. I like to make it up and then I can grab stuff. If it fits in the journal I'm working in, great. And if it doesn't, it will fit in probably another one that comes along.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just have a few drawers full of it made, and I feel like I don't ever I feel like it's maybe too detailed because it never quite fits the project, and it always ends up going back in the drawer. So I was like, I don't know if I should keep making bulk and doing it like that or not, because I tend to end up making it specifically for, and I think that's because I work in themes so much, you know.
Yeah. I've got a little of everything in here. Like, I was hesitant about this, but I love this page. But it has such an oriental vibe to me. And it's just
beautiful.
roses. It's just roses, like my other stuff, you know. It's got
it's the red, maybe.
Yeah, the red with the black and the gold. It just has
yes.
the color. So this will be a Mod Podge. I also was thinking about building a journal because I've seen a lot of people do it, and I really like the idea of having one. Is like a journal that has like all of the makes in it, like a sample of what to put in your journals. So the different tip outs and pockets.
I have one, an idea journal.
Yeah.
I'm grabbing mine. I actually need to start a new one because I filled this one up. But I did like a mixed media cover. And then this doesn't have any journaling in it. It just has my different ideas, like how I like to make my focal points for my covers. Sometimes I made this one and put it in here. And yeah, just different flips, different little pieces of ephemera. One that I made out of playing cards, or actually a friend sent this to me. I didn't make that one. But yeah, so when someone sends me something, sometimes, you know, their great ideas can go in my idea journal. I also put notes in mine, and yeah, just different.
Like a junk journal reference book.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I love that.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it because, you know, we always think we'll remember whatever the thing is, but I don't remember it.
Right.
Exactly.
So check it out. I made a pocket because these cereal things have these zippers on them. And so I took the top of one and then attached it to a paper bag. So it's a bag. Uh-oh, there's an opening there. Okay, I need to glue that shut. But it's got a zipper pocket. Like not a zipper, but, you know, lippity-dip. Words are hard. Okay, we need to glue that together. All right. And then it tips out. So it's going to cover all those upside down words. Okay, now it's all nice and glued down. Now my flowers can be right side up.
opinion.
Temper. Who's that, Dawn?
Hey, Tommy Temper. It's from my following, like Kelly Crafts and all that group of Tide Pool. Not Kelly Crafts that's in here. Coffee and Crafting with Kelly.
They kind of rip you off on. Oh, look at all that Fruit Loop. Get out of there. I need to attach this because there's not much of a pocket in there, believe it or not. They rip you off when you buy these kinds of cereals.
So I'm having a dilemma. Here's the dilemma. I cut the pocket, but do I want to see this side and flip? Or do I want to see this side and just see a little of the color?
Well, you're going to put a library card in there to cover it anyway, aren't you?
Yeah, but that's removable.
True. Very true.
Where is it going?
It's probably going to go on. I'm definitely going to put it on a page. Like, I don't think I'll put it on a decorated page. Well, maybe I will.
Is this? Oh, the Rust and Roses one you're doing separately. I was like, that the colors would be really pretty with a rusty, grungy page. That green and blue would really pop.
Like this.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do some, I think I have some doilies and stuff that I can add to some little doilies.
Doilies is a good idea.
Yeah. I want to add something underneath, because that's another thing as I'm thinking about, like, how am I going to work the rest of these pages? Like, usually when I have book pages in my junk journals, there's just book pages here and there. It's not like every page, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So now the book pages are like the foundation. Oops, I missed a pocket. They're like the base of every page in this.
I'm glad I'm sending this to an artsy friend. She will appreciate the gel prints. Let's see.
Yeah. Look, I even had some mermaid already. This is very oceany themed too, this paper. So maybe I might not even end up using that. And that's. I feel like this has a different. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it does. Some pages I stuck in without thinking.
I want to go some calmer colors here, I think.
I kept wanting to make a craft roulette card this past week, but it just got away from me.
Oh, you didn't get one done?
No. I loved your beaver card, though.
Thanks.
Oh my
That
gosh.
was a masterpiece, in my opinion.
It really was.
It is one for the books. Like, I'm not going to forget that card anytime soon.
I think it needs to be made into a stamp.
Right? I agree. I'd buy it. I'd use it.
Me too. I was scrolling because I couldn't sleep, and I came across it last night. I'm like, how did I not see this Beaver card? And I looked, and it was Tracy's, and I was like, oh my gosh. I messaged her. I'm like, I totally think your beaver needs to be a stamp.
Yes.
You know, craft roulette is the only reason that I do stuff like that. I'm just typically not wanting to take all that time, but for whatever reason, I feel really inspired to do it.
That's awesome.
It's the randomness, I think. You know, it's a challenge. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, this is all going to make sense. I'm determined to make this make sense.
Yes. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm randomly chuckling over here because thoughts are just like flooding my brain.
Thoughts meander like.
And some of them I don't know. Yes. Well, the first thought I was thinking about when I was looking at the chat, and I was thinking about when you said Tommy Tepper came in, and I'm thinking, she immediately went to Don? Who's that? And I was thinking, was it his name, or it was in my chat, I guess, so.
No, because I see the little symbol and where they are.
Oh, that's great. Oh, Heather says, Shay, Biddy Penny is a good influence, even if she is an enabler.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, good. I won't be completely cast out. That's good. You get to stay in the tribe.
Yes, every tribe needs a good enabler.
When I was doing my no buy, you know, I got this one comment from a woman, and she's like, I'm 77. I want to buy everything. And I'm like, you go on with your bad self. Like,
Yeah.
I encourage you to do that.
That's right. You do.
I'm not trying to discourage that. It's just if you're wanting to be on a no buy, and you know, I'm just trying to encourage that, but I am not here to shame anyone, because I will spend some money on craft supplies.
I think people hear what they want to hear and leave the rest.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Like if you're already wading in those waters, it doesn't usually take much to nudge them to go all the way in, you know.
Well, and we don't know each other's collection intimately, so for me, what the things that like get me these days, or do I have something like it, or you know, how many things can I make with this, and you know, things like that. You know, if I don't have anything like it, I don't feel bad about it. If I have a ton of stuff like it, it doesn't make sense for me.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm getting better about with being organized, is seeing what I do have that I can use, like, and take and comparatively, you know, use in the place. But I try to take a lot of the techniques, not so much the
product.
actual, product.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing I think I've always been good about, is making the actual product work. The product I have work for me. So when I do get things, it's usually to support someone. That's my excuse. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Supporting my friends. And their creative journeys.
Reaching into my scrap bin.
Yeah,
And my scrap bin is overflowing. I'm gonna have
Mine
to
is
get
too.
serious about busting it again. It's
My
so funny.
scrap
Every
bin-
time I clean it out and I like make a bunch of stuff with my scraps, then I'm kind of like always there's a little bit of sadness, like, oh man, I don't have any more scraps left. I'm a little bit sad, but then it doesn't take long and it's overflowing again.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, mine was mostly like designer paper, like old paper that I had. And that's where I took and did these. They're not really, I guess they're kind of like a masterful, but just the basics of just collaging them all onto a piece of paper. Now I can cut them into tags and decorate them more, stamp them, collage over them, whatever. And most of the times it's ATCs.
Yeah, because
They're great ATC size. Like this I just did using up paint and playing. So sometimes I'll leave the paint on my little palette and I just will put it all on paper and did some marks and I'll just cut this into, yep. Actually, that make her great.
That reminds
for
me, I do have a master board that I could be working with instead of, well, whatever. We'll get to that.
Masterboard, that's it. Yeah. Yeah.
If I create by hand, I don't know. Sorry, I don't know your actual name.
Oh, I just learned her name too. Donna, maybe?
Have a great day. Have a great weekend.
And hello to anyone who snuck in the chat. I hope you guys are having fun in the chat. I'm sorry, I haven't really been catching
Not me
any
neither.
questions or anything.
Delete.
Lala, I think you say it just perfectly. Say it any way you want.
Hi, Randy. It's a national day in Norway.
Ooh.
Oh, sweet. Have y'all seen any of the Aurora Borealis?
No.
I tried, darn it. And
Me too.
I would go out too early, and then I'd go out, and there was nothing I couldn't see because there was cloud cover, and then I'd fall asleep. So the whole weekend was just a fail.
Yeah.
I didn't. I couldn't. I should have set a timer.
I didn't know what time to
forgetting.
look and which way was north. I couldn't tell.
I think the light guides us.
Yeah, so then I didn't see any.
I don't know. I'm not feeling it with this one. I think I need to wait. That'll fit in Biddy Penny's ocean journal. It's like mermaid scales and the ocean.
I've been scouring Etsy looking for a mermaid kit, and I haven't found one yet. I mean, they're out there, but I haven't found the one.
The one.
So I'm going to be patient.
There you go. You could start making your own.
I know, right? Well, ladies, I was late to sign on, and I'm going to be early to sign off, but this girl has got to go back to work.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I need to go to the ladies.
I
Old
need,
people.
I need to go feed Willie. Make sure.
Thank you,
got what he
everyone, for
needs
coming.
before
Thank you so much, Biddy Penny, for coming on with us. This has been so much fun. I can't wait to do it again.
Absolutely. The pleasure is all mine. An invitation from you and Dawn? You think I'm going to miss that? Heck no.
Hey, you know what? Crash our party anytime. We love you.
Awesome. I might have a once a
Yes.
month appointment or something that I have to leave work for.
Right? Yeah, therapy. It's therapy.
Very important. Yes, therapy.
It is therapy.
Yes,
That's
it
right.
is.
Completely
thanks for
legal too.
coming.
Well,
Guests of all channels
Yes.
that visited, thank you so much for coming and watching us live. This has been a blast. It was long. I don't usually do a long live, but hey, we couldn't help ourselves. I hope y'all have an awesome day and hope
That's
to
right.
see a lot of you on Craft Roulette tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So much fun.
Absolutely.
Take care, everyone.
Thank you, T. Thank you,
Bye.
Dawn.
Tracy.
Take care, y'all. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I had to try pressing end stream if there wasn't all this junk in my way. There we go.